Shalom, shalom, everyone, and welcome once again to this Friday night talk, or Shabbat night talk, as I have it labeled. Hope that everyone has had a great evening with your families, with your household. Hoping and praying that Yahweh will continue to bless each and every one of you with health, wealth, and all the things that are desirable in your life and righteousness. Hoping and praying that Yah will continue to be with you all and protect you. Thank you, the Most High King, for breath of life, food, clothing, and shelter. Thanking Yahweh for my life, the life of all of you that are here, and thanking Yah for growth. Thanking Yah for all the things that we take for granted. The ability to have a family and to love your family and to do all those things. The ability to know that Yahweh is King and besides him there is no other. And I thank Yahweh for everything, for all things. Just needed a little break, but it's cool. I'm back this week, and I'm thanking Yahweh for life. I'm thanking Yahweh for the understanding of Him and for all the things that He does for us. Just want to make a quick announcement to everyone out there. I started loaded up some videos of some elders that have passed away, that have, as they say, transitioned or moved on. Some people might say. And I'm calling that playlist on the D.C.B channel, calling that playlist Gone But Not Forgotten. So that playlist on the D.C.B channel is called Gone But Not Forgotten. I'm going to start creating some different playlists. You could check out the playlist, The Life of King David, on this same channel, on D.C.B channel. That's Chief Naphtali going through the entire life of King David, and is very interested in the way that Chief of Chiefs does it, the way he paints the picture for you. So those are some good playlists there. So remember, Gone But Not Forgotten. I still have to load up a lot of videos. I have videos of Con Levy. I got Don Bakbakwa up there. He's one of the founder members of Shabbat Yisrael. Gabbai Lee, who served God for over 90 years and was under Rabbi Matthews. And his clips are short, 3-2 minute video clips, but I think it's pertinent to have it up there for everybody to see. And I'm gonna load up some more people. I know I have Morey Elazar. I know that I also have Morey Alicia. So I'm gonna find all the people that are gone, but they're not not Rabbi Chief Shalom from Chicago. I know I have all of these teachers, so I'm going to load them up so that people can enjoy Chief Simeon, so people can enjoy their teachings and reflect on the memories of those people that are no longer here. So our people, are great people, and we have to acknowledge that Yahweh gives and he takes. Blessed be his name. Like I said, the other playlist is about King David's life, done by Chief of Chiefs. And that's also for those of you that sat through there, you know that through that history, you know that was definitely something enlightening. And you could recapture that magic that Chief of Chiefs brought forth in doing that. So thank the Most High God for all of the teachers that he has given us, the ones who have passed on, and the many more to come. Shabbat Shalom. Yes, Gabbai Lee, elder, was doing Torah all his life. I believe all his life. till the day he died, he was doing Torah. He was up in commandment keepers. So that's legacy. That's history. And we thank the Most High King for that history. I hope everyone is good out there. I hope everybody had a nice meal. I hope that everyone, now that you're here, that you'll be able to stay up in order to hear some words of wisdom. We thank Yahweh King for our lives. Give me 1 second here. I got to share the clip. Got to share the clip with the peoples. Not the clip, but the link. I mean, share it with all the people. So, give me 1 second. Just want to share this stuff with the groups, with the peoples that I have here. Oh, the other thing, I hope that everyone is, those of you who want to learn basic Hebrew, that you're following our Hebrew classes being conducted by Maury Yiftop and Don. They're right on this channel also. We got 3 Hebrew lessons up there, comprehensive. On the description, you could download, what you see on the screen. You can actually see the Hebrew letters on the screen, the writing, all those things could be seen clearly. And, when we started to do that, when we started to do the Hebrew class in April of last year, the complaints that we were getting that people couldn't see the board when Mishared Irania was doing the Hebrew class and we were trying to stream it online. So we sat down for over a year, planned it to bring it forth right. So now people could see it on the screen. We could screen share what we want to show, and we're going to do it correctly and not rush it. We're going to do it right so that people get the understanding of the language of our forefathers. So that's what it is at this point. Also have to announce, happy to say, that tonight brought in my memorial, my my birthday, brought it in tonight. So happy birthday to me. Thank you to Most High God for another cycle around the sun. And I'm still here being a servant, trying to be a servant, and hoping that the Most High God accept the works of my hands. So Yom Huledet Sameach to myself. And August 6th, I'm 41 years old now. So it's a blessing that I got this far. Hope that the Most High God will give me 41 more years and beyond. So I pray for that blessing. And I thank God for everything that He has given me, the good and the bad, because the bad makes you, help you to learn, as people say. And the good is just the Most High showing you His goodness. So I thank the Most High God for that. Let me see here. I'm looking for something up here. There it goes. It's a beautiful thing to praise your whole King. It's a beautiful thing to give glory unto His name. I want to read Psalms 1. For everyone out there, I'm reading from the book of Psalms, Psalms chapter 1. Happy are those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or take the path that sinners thread, or sit in the seat of the scoffers. For their delight is in the law of Jehovah, and on his law they meditate day and night. They are like trees planted by streams of water, which yield their fruit in its season, and their leaves do not wither. In all that they do, they prosper. The wicked are not so, but are like the shaft that the wind driveth away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, no sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For Jehovah watcheth over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. Hallelujah. So just reading Psalm 1, I'm in the mood of reading Psalms. If you feel like reading a psalm, you can give me a call at 347-622-9090. Just tell me what's on your mind tonight. Just tell me what's on your mind tonight. Let me know. Let's talk tonight. Let's have a family. Let's have a family day. So just let me know what's on your mind. So this psalm says, happy are those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or take the path that sinners thread, or sit in the seat of the scoffers. Happy are they. Why are you happy when you do not follow the advice of the wicked? Because, you know, the advice of the wicked is always something that's going to lead you to a path of destruction. So you're going to always be happy, even with your regular life struggle, because the advice of the wicked either cause you to be dead, will catch you in a situation where you might end up doing some jail time, or might end up just causing dissension between you and brothers and sisters. So heeding the advice of the wicked will lead you into that path of no return. And these are things that we have to keep in mind and we have to understand. You know, don't follow the advice of the wicked. Follow the advice of the Most High King. Follow that, walk in that path, and the Most High God will definitely preserve us. And it goes on and it says, they are like, verse 2, but their delight is in the law of Jehovah, and on his law they meditate day and night. Our delight, those of us who serve the Most High God in truth and in righteousness, our delight should be in the law of the Most High. Why? Because the law governs us. The law gives us a path to walk in. The law gives us a pattern. It gives us a direction. So we should be happy when we walk in the path of the Most High God, on the path of the laws of the Most High God. We should be happy because that brings happiness to us. That brings prosperity to us. That gives us the things that are essential for life. I was speaking to a brother, my brother Avdil, and he was telling me, he said something to the effect of, you know, I don't have to have substance. This is not what it's about. But spiritually, I'm a billionaire, you know, and I understand. And what he was saying is that sometimes we look for riches and things of that nature, and that's nice to have. But sometimes when you have riches, more headaches come. But when you have that spiritual richness, then that's irreplaceable because you're happy with what you're given. You're happy with what you have, and you make whatever it is in your life happen just with the little bit that you have, and you acknowledge God and you keep moving, you keep trucking. So you want that spiritual richness. You want to be a spiritual billionaire, because to be physically a billionaire with a lot of money, you mean now you got to safeguard your family from kidnappers. You got to make sure lawyers are not trying to get you, accountants are not trying to get you. These are all the perils that come with that, and it's a headache. People always got their hand now, and they looking for you to save them out of all these situations. So these are the things that you look forward to when you have. But that spiritual richness is what we need, because then we could share that all day. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to put an accountant over that, and we don't have to put a a lawyer over that and don't have to worry about being crooked, because the Most High God fills us with that and we could share it with the people. So we thank the Most High God for a righteous spirit and a good spirit. They are like the trees planted by the streams of water, which yield their fruit in its season, and their leaves do not wither, and all that they do, they prosper. This is talking about the righteous. A tree planted by the rivers of water is a tree well nourished, because those roots are going to go all the way down to that river's bank, and they're going to be nourished day and night. Day and night, it says they are like the trees planted by the streams of water, which yield their fruit in its season. You're never going to miss when you have things that you have to do. You know, always yield fruits in the season. You're always going to have. The Most High is always going to bless you. Everything is going to come in its time in the time that it's supposed to come. That's the analogy that is using. It is like the tree planted by the rivers of water, who give their fruit in their due season. So if we stay diligent with the Most High God, he will give us our fruit in its due season. He will give us what we deserve in its due season. We just have to stay diligent with Yah. We have to stay steadfast and acknowledge him and do the things that he wants us to do in order for the Most High God to bless us. It's here, it's written. You know, it says, but the wicked are not so, but are like the shaft that the wind driveth away. The wicked are not like the trees planted by the rivers of water, right? The trees planted by the rivers of water are deeply rooted into the ground, and no common wind, no little light wind is going to drive them away. So, but the wicked are, it's like the shaft with which the wind driveth away. The shaft is basically the grass blades that are get all brown and die out, and any light wind picks them up and drive them away. So we don't want to be wicked. We want to be righteous. Being righteous gets us cemented, give us a strong foundation. Being wicked, the wind blows us away. We have no strong foundation. So we thank the Most High God for knowledge, wisdom, and above all, understanding. It goes on and it says, therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous, for Yahweh watcheth over the way of the righteous. Yahweh watch over the ways of the righteous. Those of us who strive for righteousness, Yahweh got this fly in here just driving me crazy. Yahweh, he looks after us. We just have to continue to be diligent and do that which is right. And the Most High God would definitely bless us. We just have to stay steadfast. Stay the course, as the old saying goes. Stay the course so that the Most High God will bless us, because he's looking after those who are righteous. He's not looking after the wicked. Remember, they said the wicked are like the shaft which the wind draweth away or driveth away. But the way of the wicked it said, but the way of the wicked, no, verse 6. For Yahweh watcheth over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. The way of the wicked shall be no more. The way of the wicked shall be no more. So we don't have time to be wicked. We don't have time to be doing that which is contrary to the laws of God. All of those people who do that which is contrary, I don't care if it's mine, if it's yours, all of those who do contrary to the laws of God, it says because God don't touch you right away, you think you've gotten away. But now you don't have protection. And time is nothing to the Creator. So he'll get you eventually. Why? Because he's the one that causes you to be humbled. That's the God we talking about. The one who causes you to be humbled. Shabbat Shalom to everyone that's just joining us in the room once again. And thank you for all the birthday wishes. So right now I want to hear from some of you. So call me in 347-622-9090. Read a psalm and just explain something that has happened, a blessing, anything that has happened to you. If you need prayer for someone, just let me know. We could talk about it. So 347-622-9090, 347-622-9090. Call me, read a psalm, and let's talk a little bit for everyone out there. If you're feeling up to it. If you're feeling up to it. So, and meanwhile, I'm going to read another psalm. Let us go down to tell you right now. Oh, here we go. We got our first volunteer. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom, Chief. Praise the Most High for this beautiful day. Glorious in Shabbat. And the confirmation that He is the one who created this world and all life in its perfectness.
Hallelujah.
Well, if we started off with Psalms, I guess we could continue with the Psalms. You know, the Father, everything He has done to have a light and a path for Israel that will have faith, unyielding faith, you know, in Him and His ability and love for each other. It is so important that we shed the insecurities and the dread that we have for loving and trusting each other, because that is our covenant. That's it's like a family. It's like a family that's torn apart, and you don't have anybody to turn to when Israel is not together.
Right.
So it's so important. Every page that we read in this Tanakh is telling us that. It's telling us exactly how we did live when we were in good shape, and how we did live when things went bad, and why, and how to get back to that. The answers are right here in this book.
Right.
And I thank the Most High for waking us up and allowing us to have this, because if He didn't love us, He didn't have to leave this legacy for us to find.
Right.
So I just want to go to Symphony or Psalms 2 and just read that. I mean, you can't go wrong. You can just put your finger on any one and get blessed. So
That's right.
Psalms 2. And I hope everyone can hear me.
We hear you loud and clear.
Why do the nations rage and the people meditate emptiness? You know, that's important. We spend a whole lot of time worrying about everything. And we worry so much that we forget about the Father a lot of times, until we into situations where we don't have anything else. And then we remember Him.
Right.
He needs to be first on our minds in everything that we do, because He is our power. And He answers prayer. Verse 2. Often let the earth take their stand, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against His messengers or His and say, let us tear apart their bonds. So our unity, our bond is ours. And they can't do anything without us being torn apart. The breach is so important to keep that breach between us and the Most High and us and each other. And Yah is reminding us that our unity, our bond is so important. We have got to get back to this. And throw away the rope from us. He who is sitting in the heaven land. That's why God has them. Learn what they put in. They still think they plan on how to get rid of Israel. You know, and it doesn't help us when we plan against each other. When we get jealous because somebody's got $1 more than we got, or somebody made got a blessing on their job or something like that, we need to start rejoicing in these things, being happy for each other.
Right.
Holding our hands together, helping each other out. I had a young man was talking to me. He says, if we just had $1, I know you had put on the at Shabbat, you had mentioned that we have over 1,000 viewers around the world, and thank the Most High that we have the 1,000 viewers from around the world. But I was thinking that day, I say, wow, none of us probably have a whole lot, but if we just gave $1, if all of us just gave $1, that would help us to have a bigger place where we could do more and reach more people. Maybe I would say they plan a transition if they want to move to New York or move wherever. I mean, just so many options if we band together things that we could do. If somebody is in need for rent, we got that little extra money there. I mean, just giving $1, we got 1,000 people online. And so, all these things the things that we want to now dealing with the system and how they are addressing us and putting all of these wicked acts towards us. We have to join together. We don't have to put, if I have something I want to buy, let's look and see who else is in our bloodline, our people who might have that product for us before we go and spend it somewhere else, because the nations do that all the time.
Right.
So let's go on verse 5. Then he speaks to them in his wrath and troubles them in his rage, saying, but I have set my rule, my sovereign on Zion, my set apart mountain. I inscribe over a law. Yahweh has said to me, you are my son. Who is my son? Israel. And we have to act like we're sons of Yah, daughters of Yah. We have to see our hands up high. That time is coming to an end. Let's act like before it's happening.
Right.
Anyway, today I have brought you forth. Ask of me, and I make the nation your inheritance, and the end of the earth your possession. Break them with a rod of iron, dash them to pieces like a potter's vessel. Father is just letting us know that he will fight for us as he always has, if we fight for him. We have to fight, we have to show the Father that this is what we want. We want to be set apart. We don't want to be involved with all of the stuff that's going on every day. We have to start taking being proud in a good way, in a positive way, of what God has sent forth for us, so that we can start to enjoy all of the good things that He has in store. Okay. 10. And now be wise, rulers, O Simon, leaders. That's who he's talking to, the people in charge. Be wise. Be instructed, you rulers of the earth. Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the chosen, lest he be enraged and you perish in the way. For soon his wrath is to be kindled. Blessed are all those taking refuge in him. We are responsible for each other. There's no leaders in Israel or anywhere else that is not servants of Yah. And in the days of old, the things that got us here, and we can read Malachi to see the things that it comes from the top down. That is our legacy. That is how we show that we are either standing with the Father or without, because the things that we do in leadership affects those on the bottom, and it gives an encouragement when we show that we're dedicated, those on top. How do we know which way to go with Yah? By example. Everything is done by example. And the people in charge lead the whole nation straight. That's what we think.
That's right.
Malachi 2, chapter 2 and chapter 3 shows that the Father talks about the way. The way is the law. And whenever people at top have egos and different things like that, that brings us down. We have to stop fearing the culture. We keep talking about the culture. I hear it so much, the culture, the culture. The culture is not how we dress, even though that is a part of it. The culture is how we live.
That's right.
The culture.
That's right.
So we have to decide on how we're going to live this culture, and we can't be afraid that we're going to lose a few people, because a lot of times people just want to see if we're dedicated. And if they find that we're dedicated, then they come with us. You know, it's okay. We see this now, because you can see progress. Just like you can see defeat. You can see progress and you can see defeat.
Right.
And God is not going to leave us astray if we are dedicated 100% in what we need to do. He's not going to let us fall by the wayside. He said he will not punish a righteous man.
That's right.
And we know that to be true. So I love the psalm that I just read, because it is encouragement. God is saying, don't worry about the rest of these things that's going on around you. That is for me to worry about. You need to worry about what I have set for you to do. Let's get that together. Let's get that foundation on point. And once we do that, everything is going to fall into place. The nations don't have any power unless we give it to them. So it's up to us. And I hope that song was of some value, because you know, it has me thinking about the things that I want to see happen to Israel, and I want to do my best to do what I can do. Praise the Most High Yah.
Hallelujah. Torah, Ima. There you have it. You couldn't have put it any better, you know, about us, unity, being together. If you think about it in terms of, and I don't want to get into something like way off from Shabbat, but just to refer to something that she said, if we were really strong as a community, let's say the Israelite community was 500,000 people strong, 200,000 people strong, and 200,000 people put down $1 for a month, right? 200,000 working people put down $1 for a month. That would make it, what would that be about? If you, when you add it up and you finish doing all of that, that would be so much money. It would be millions of dollars, I believe. I can't do the math in my head right now, but be 31 times 2. Was that 62? Was $6.2 million in a month? So that's the power of economy. You could build houses, you could do things. If a congregation needs help, you know, to be rebuilt or anything like that, we could just do that. Everybody said we're going to help that congregation, and all the money we collect, we're going to send it to them. Oh, we got some families over here that don't have a place to stay. We're going to collect. We're going to make sure we buy them a house, pay taxes for a year for them, a couple of years, so they could get back on their feet. And these are the type of things that we have to do realistically to help each other out. We could do it, but we just have to have some sort of unity. And the Most High always stressed the unity of the nation, of us, and us being together. So these are the type of things that we have to look into, and that we have to come to a realization that we have to do. So you got video now. I just had the video blocked. That's all it was. While the elder was speaking on the phone, I just blocked my camera, just in case I wanted to dig my nose or do something like that. I'm just kidding. So yeah, those are the things that we have to start thinking about. Our socioeconomic condition, and we really have to give strong thought to that. Yeah, so if we on top of it and we doing things like that, the Most High God will bless us. You know, even if it's 100,000 of us and we just put down, that'll be 3.1 mil to send to a congregation to do programs to improve their place so that they could do this, they could do that. It's just as simple as that. Just as simple as that. So, and the Most High gave us the mind. That's why it talked about the unity of brethren is like the precious oil. Because once you have that unity, you cannot be stopped. You know, when you look at Ben Ami and the KOI and the people that went to Dimona, regardless of what you feel about them, they went there with one mindset and they went together. And their togetherness is what's keeping them strong. Even after Ben Ami passes away, they have a council that run things and they still running smoothly. So those are the things that, you know, that you have to think about. That, listen, these things is templates for us to look at as a people and as a nation. And you know, the biggest problem with Israel throughout the years is that everybody feel like they are the one. I mean, I'm guilty of that. I was there. I was, you know, it's a mentality. Everybody think that salvation is coming through them, you know, and that's idiotic to think, because you got so many people that have different things going on that the Most High God Most High God falls in love with, you know. So we have to get out of that mentality. We all have our Knesset, we all have our temples, we all have our camps, but your camp is not the premier camp. Your Knesset is not the premier Knesset. We got to get out of that type of mentality and think that we're better than each other or anything like that, because the Most High God is not going to bless us when we think like that. So do we have any other callers that want to read a song? Any other callers? 347-622-9090. Call me, read a psalm. 347-622-9090. 347-622-9090. For anybody that would like to read a psalm. Like to give a shout out to my sister Dina and Kayam in the building. Hebrew Sister 2. Havared Yisrael. Who else is in the room? Who else is in the building? My brother Tavel. Neheman Yehuda. Is this Naaman Rabbi Baruch's son? Good to see you. Keep up the good work. You're getting good on them drums. You're getting good on them drums. I'm watching you from far off. Keep practicing. All right, we have another caller here. My sister Dina. What happened here? She hung up? Lord, my sister Dina called and she hung up. Let's see what's going on here. Let me call her back. Maybe she'll beat me to the punch. She never calls in, so she calling in. She must really have something in her heart. Maybe she called and then she lost her heart and now she don't want to call no more. She don't want to pick up the phone now. Okay, I'll wait till she's ready. That's why I was like, she never calls into the show. But anyone out there, you want to read a psalm, 347-622-9090. The lines are open for you. If you got my personal number, you could call me there too. I'm not giving that out. Although I think everybody in Israel has my personal number already. So had that number for almost 20 years. Here go my sister Dina again. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
How you doing, Dina?
I'm great, thanks.
I'm doing good.
Who may I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Huh?
Who may I have the pleasure of speaking to?
This is Chief Uziel.
Okay, because I'm listening, and I'm just hearing a little delayed.
Oh no, just mute. What you do is you mute your computer.
My computer. Okay.
Yeah, mute the audio on it so that you don't confuse yourself. It's going to be on a little delay on the computer.
Okay.
Or turn the volume down on the computer.
All right.
So what do you want to speak to us about tonight?
Well, I called in, I'm first and foremost want to give the Most High.
Hallelujah.
That glory. And Shabbat Shalom to everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
All glory, all love, all praise to our Most High, our magnificent Creator.
Hallelujah.
Thanking Him for holding it down. I don't call it often. I just don't even tune in often. I said, let me go ahead and see if my brother's having this evening talk, because I miss that. I miss that. I don't have that opportunity to hear or share with anyone on evenings.
Right.
And let's be on Power Talk for a minute, and that's kind of obsolete now. But anyway, I'd like to read a song.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Psalm 66. To the chief musician, song on psalm. Hallelujah. Read on his wife. Let's make a joyful noise unto Elohim, all ye lands. That might be where there is all earth. Sing forth the honor of his name. Make his praise glorious. Say unto Elohim, how terrible art thou in thy works. Through the greatness of thy power shall thy enemies submit themselves unto thee. All the earth shall worship thee. They shall sing unto thee. They shall sing to thy name. Selah. Come into the works of Elohim. He is terrible and his doing toward the children of men.
Hallelujah.
He turned the sea into dry land. They went through the flood on foot. There did we rejoice in him. He rules by his power forever. Forever? Even ever, he ruleth. Let me read that again. He ruleth by his power forever. His eyes behold the nations. Let not the rebellious exalt themselves. Selah. Oh, bless all our enemy people, and make the voice of his praise to be heard. That's one of them pause ones right there. Let me read that one about the show. Oh, bless our enemy people, and make the voice of his praise to be heard. Time to declare, time to speak up, time to speak out. Confidence. In confidence. Not in debate, not in confusion, not in defense. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Verse 9. Which holdeth our soul to life, and suffereth not our feet to be moved. Not just our body, not just our physical, not just our holdings, my house and my car and my bank account, and somebody looking in the mirror, my hair looking nasty. It holds it our soul. This is how we're going to get back to our creator. This is how, not that he's never left. He's never left us. Some of us think that, teach that, feel that. Discouraged and downtrodden and captive and serious. He said something about the mind and the mindset. Okay, let's take it to the soulful. Let's take this further. Especially in this day and time. There ain't no time like right now. Hallelujah. There ain't no time like the present. And bring back the past, praying to see tomorrow. Let's keep going. Let's see what else this chapter says. For thou, O Elohim, has proved us. Thou hast tried us as silver is tried. You ever feel tried yet? I've been in this thing 30 years. Our forefathers been in this thing 300 years, 3,000 years. He has tried us now. Do you believe that yet? Do we feel confident yet? Do we feel blessed yet? Do we feel that, we still got a bigger? Well, no, not yet. Not till they all introduce themselves together. Wow, that's a good one. And I love that. Each and every one of us, individually and collectively. As I already said, it would go out. Thou brought us into the net. Thou laid affliction upon our loins. And we can relate to that, can't we? Can we understand, Tom? Can we talk about our families? Can we talk about the black men in America? Can we talk about the affliction and the net? Thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water, but thou broughtest us out into a resting place. Wow. I'm going to keep going because I just got points for that one. I will go into the house with burnt offerings. I will pay thee my vows. Oh, I love you, Yah. I love you with all my heart, all my soul, all my life.
Hallelujah.
I want to keep your commandments, Yah. I want to go home, Yah. I want to be a family again. These are the vows. These are the offerings. Maybe not a literal burnt offering in this day and time, but let's look at it as a metaphorical kind of opportunity, a lifting up a voice, a burning of the past, to cleanse it. Because everything, fire is a cleansing agent. Fire is a cleansing. Fire will purify. Fire will take away the stony heart and the dross. I was going to the house, I read that one, 14, which my lips have uttered, and my mouth has spoken, when I was in trouble. I will offer unto thee burnt sacrifices of fatlings, with the incenses of rams. I will offer flocks and goats, Selah. Come and hear all ye that fear Elohim, that I will declare that he hath done for my soul. One more time. Not for my house, not for my body, not just, and that too, it's encompassing all that, for the soul, the soulfulness, the spirit, the soul that this body is covering, is carrying, is manifesting itself. It is the soul. That's what Israel. It's the connection. That's the connection. It's not just the physical. It's not just the things you can do, the things you can say, the things you can speak, the things you can think of. It's the soul that this psalm is making reference to. Is David lifts up his voice. King David. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Torah. Thank you for calling in.
Let me finish this one now. I cried unto him with my mouth, and he was extolled with my tongue. If I regard iniquity in my heart, the Lord will hear me. Now these words, they just have a little extra meaning to me, even as age. The word soul, the word heart. These are the intangibles.
That's right.
You know, that heart doesn't mean necessarily that physical organ, even though we know that physical organ really is next as well.
Right.
You know, we can take this a little beyond the physical. We down here on the ground, we move to a place so far away from home, and a culture, and a people, and a law. So that's the physical aspect. You know, when we begin to really embrace and return in the soulful, heartful way, and even crying out, because again, 17 says, I cried unto him with my mouth. And he was extolled with my tongue. As I regard iniquity in my heart, the whole will not hear me.
Right.
So I'm not going to worry so much about what's going on around us. You know, they designed to keep us worried. They designed to keep us confused. They designed to keep us distracted. And they could be whoever you are, you know, relates to that statement. But verily, and if he has heard me, he has attended to the voice of my prayer. That's so powerful. Do we believe that? Can we even conceive of that yet? I think this is what this psalm asks us, tells us, instructs us, encourages us, inspires us to do. Last verse. Blessed be Elohim, which has not turned away my prayer, nor his mercy from me. No. That's so beautiful. Let's open up the book to that one. Wanted to lend a little support and lift up my voice always every opportunity I get. When I call this number, I saw a name in there. I was like, wait a minute, I don't know who this person is. I must be calling. That's why I hung up the first time. But I already had you. We already had you in the phone. We already had you on the airwaves. We already had you. And I thank you even for having that number and giving this number and continue to speak, continue to reinforce, continue to share, continue to pray, continue to keep the Sabbath and even teach Most High's people. All right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and say Shabbat Shalom. And,
Shabbat Shalom.
Blessings to you.
Shabbat Shalom, sis. Take care. So there you have it, our sister Dina, all the way from Virginia, I believe. We thank the Most High God for her life. When I saw the number Dina, I thought it was my sister Dina from Georgia. I didn't look at the number at first, but they both my sisters, and I love them both. So we thank the Most High God for all of your lives, for everything, food, clothing, and shelter. I thank you all for this day. Now remember, I've just created some playlists on the D.C.B channel, the Gone But Not Forgotten list. I got Gabby Lee up there so far, Rabbi Ilu Paris, and I got Adon Bakbakar. I have Corn Levy lined up. I have also More Elazar. And I got quite a few people, some surprises, Chief Simeon, some surprises coming up, all right? So that's going to be the playlist on the D.C.B channel, Gone But Not Forgotten. Also have the playlist, The Life of King David. Look for it on the playlist. And just, hey, just enjoy it and share it. Share the link, share the videos that you like. Every time you get the link, share it on your Facebook, on your social media. That's how the word gets out. You have to share it. If you keep it to yourself, then the word cannot get out. So once you get the link, you share it on your social media, share it on your Instagram, Facebook, everything that you have. Get the word out there. We have elders, got so many elders. I got so many interviews to do, so many interviews to post up. It's just time, consuming with the editing and everything, but I'm going to get around to us. And it's kind of hard to follow up Chief of Chiefs, interview series. But I'm definitely up to the task. So once again, thanking the Most High God for another cycle around the sun. My 41st birthday came in tonight, and I thank the Most High God for that. I thank the Most High God for food, clothing, and shelter, the ability to call upon His name. Thanking God for all the people who love and care for me, and that have that wish me well. So I thank the Most High God for all of you, and I'm gonna keep pressing on and marching on. That's all I know how to do. I learned and I grew up and I learned how to serve God's people, and that's what I know how to do. That's only. I'm not a leader. I don't try to be a leader. I don't try to be any of those things. I defer to those things, but I do try to serve God's people and make a way for God's people, which is, and this fly is driving me crazy. I know y'all see it in the camera flying around, and that's why I kept blocking the camera, because I wanted to get a chance to make him like stop at the wall, and I was going to squash it with a magazine. But yeah, thanking the Most High God for all of you that send up prayers for me. Continue to send up prayers for me and for D.C.B, so that we find a place. Right now, we're doing our $1 a day drive, until we could extra from our donations. And if you could do it, we will ask you to do it. You could send it in through PayPal and all at the end of the month. We're just trying to do a little extra. And if we could get other people, like I got outside people helping us, that because $1 a day, $1 a day, people spend $12, $20 a day for lunch and for frivolous things, So this is what we're trying to do right now. I thank the Most High God for all of you that just joined in. Vared Francine Graham, Shabbat Shalom to you, Francine. Dina Yisrael, Hebrew Woman 2, Havared Yisrael, Hebrew Woman 2, and everybody, Tavel, Naaman, everybody who's on the room with us. It's a lot more people, but they just incognito right now. So I thank the Most High God for all of your lives, for food, clothing, and shelter. Check out the playlist, all the different series that I have up there. The Hebrew class every Thursday, 7 p.m. on the D.C.B channel. For those of you who are beginning to learn Hebrew on the beginning stage, this is perfect for you. The first 3 lessons are up there. Go back, review them. On the description, you have downloads that you could download, charts and stuff like that, so that you could take around with you and practice. So once again, I thank the Most High God for all of you. May Yah bless you. May you have a beautiful sleep tonight, and see you all again in the morning. Lala Tov, and may Yah bless you and keep you. Hallelujah.